Well, now we are going to see how to install the integrated development environment that we are going to use during this lab. Of course, you can use whatever IDE that you prefer, but the one that we are going to use in the hands-on sessions to display the examples is Eclipse. So we are going to see how to install Eclipse and how to use it. The first thing we need to do is, in order to install Eclipse, which we are going to do in a Windows platform here, but it's the same for all the platforms, is to download Eclipse for Java EE developers. So we go to the browser, we search for Eclipse download, then we click the Eclipse download, we go to the Eclipse site in eclipse.org. Here we will go to the Eclipse IDE for Java EE developers, and we will select the one for our platform, which in this case is Windows 64-bit. We will choose our mirror for downloading, and then we download. After you finish downloading, you can install Eclipse by simply uncompressing the file that you have downloaded somewhere in your system. So here we uncompress these files. I will uncompress it here where I downloaded it. This might take a while because it's quite a large file. So now we have Eclipse, and I will copy the folder of Eclipse to a more proper place. So I will go to Windows, to Programs, and I will paste it here. Okay. Once the Eclipse folder is here, you will find the Eclipse program inside of the folder. So you should create somewhere a link. So here, let's try something else. So we create the link by simply dragging and dropping the Eclipse program in the system bar below. Now we can open Eclipse and configure it and using it. So we just click on the link that you have created. After a while, Eclipse will ask for us to select a workspace, which is a folder where our source code will be. You can select the one you wish. Then we can now test Eclipse by creating a Java project. So for doing this, we're going to go to File, New, Java Project. And here we can either create a new project or we can use a project that already exists. So for this, we can go and select, for example, the source code for the first lab session. We go to the examples folder in the lab session. We give it a name. For example, let's put lab 01 examples. And then optionally you can group also these projects under a working set. So just for having an organization, here you can create a working set, intro SDE, for example. You finish, and then you select this working set for putting your project there. Okay, now you will see, you follow the steps, and you will see now that the lab 01 folder, and you will find the source code inside. Now let's run a program. Let's try the hello world example, which is the test.java. And all you have to do is click on this with the right click, go to Run As Java application, and it will run, and you will see that it prints hello world in the console. Now let's run a program in Eclipse, but also adding command line arguments. So we can do this with the help profile read example that we saw in the initial Java introduction video. Here you have this source code. Now you see that the main asks for some arguments here. So we are going to go to Run As Java application, but we are going to run configurations. And here we are going to select the main class that we want to execute, which is the help profile reader. Then we are going to, in arguments, we are going to put the arguments we want, and we are going to give our configuration a name, help profile reader. Then we put, for example, Pinco Palino as argument for the program, and we run. So here we have the result of the Java program running with this. Now, another thing that is important in Eclipse is to extend Eclipse with plugins. So let's try this by going to Help and the Eclipse Marketplace. And let's install one extension that we will use in the lab session. One of the extensions that we are going to use is, for example, Ivy to manage dependencies of our project. So here we write Ivy, we search for it, we install it, We follow the steps here. Let's wait for a second that the program finish, and we confirm this, and then it will ask us to accept the license, and then we finish this, and by this we have extended the Eclipse IDE with a new plugin that we will use. You can see here that the Eclipse is installing the software, and once it's finished, it will ask you to authorize this, and then it will ask you to restart the Eclipse to being able to use. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for Eclipse, and thanks for watching.